Hello everybody, it's me, Dana, and I wanted to share something with you this morning. Um, the universe is always giving you messages and clues and hints. I thoroughly believe that. You can call it coincidence, you can call it synchronicities, whatever. Um, I believe we're here to learn certain lessons, and when you learn a lesson, then you move on to the next one, right? If something keeps coming up and showing up in your world, certain kinds of events or certain kinds of personalities, then there's something there that you're needing to learn to help you move forward. This has happened to me numerous times, and I've spent the last little bit here trying to figure it out because um, these types keep showing up in my world, and I've been trying to figure out, well, what is the lesson? And I received an email this morning, and it kind of gave me a great big aha moment. Now, these people are suffering from the same sort of thing that I suffered from. They're not happy. They're really not in a good space in their life right now. And ironically, each of them that I have met at different points in the last few years were not in good spaces. We had similar backgrounds and similar events in our childhood. What was different was how the route that they chose to try and find the same answers that I was looking for. Okay. And I took the heart route. The logic route, I love logic, language, and studying that, and learning, and figuring out the mystery and the puzzle and the intrigue. So the intellectual side of things definitely intrigued me. But some of the rules that went with things definitely gave me a bad taste. And so it was constant battle there. And it seemed to me that the heart, the kindness, the compassion, the caring, the nurturing of individuals was seriously missing in everything. And all of the learnings and teachings that seemed to be available, it didn't matter which interest you were in, they all seemed to be ego-based. So the information didn't always seem logical, but if you got a good score, well, that was the important thing. It doesn't matter if it made sense or not, as long as you memorized the answers and kept going. And it's like, well, if it didn't make sense, then I could not, make it stick in here and here. And if it didn't stick in here, it wouldn't make sense here. And I just found it, going down that road was not fitting for me. Now, ironically, the people that have been coming to me for help on how to figure out how to get out of their dark night of the soul and move forward and figure out where the hell that happy stuff is. How do I get from this hell feeling, this empty? And they're trying to figure it out logically. And the logic that they've been taught all their lives, those thought processes that feed that ego and that they've been so good at and have strived for excellence and achieved, is what they've got to let go of, because that's what's in their way of finding their happiness. And that's really tough to do. You have built a world, a huge world, but deep down inside, it's built on quicksand. Because your heart's waking up and your conscious being is waking up, and it's going, it doesn't make sense. And then it's like, well, it has to. That's the way it's always been done. Well, maybe there's a reason why generation after generation after generation, the majority have not been happy. Because they've been lied to generation after generation after generation and told the same lies. And when the soul wakes up and it goes, no, I can't do that, then it begins to search for other things. And it ultimately takes you down the road of, oh my goodness, all those things they told me about being the upper echelon of society, and it's up to us who are the upper echelon of society to maintain the status quo and lead, and it was all to feed your ego and keep you putting the bricks in the walls in the prison that you're being currently held in, that's suffocating you. And it's really, really, really tough when you've been really, really good at it. Yeah, you were. Sadly, it's a tough pill to swallow. And they teach you in those systems not to trust anybody who will speak illy or badly of these systems. They tell you that, they're just jealous. They're not the upper echelon of society. They're not capable of such grand thoughts. It's kind of like Huckleberry Finn convincing y'all to paint the fence. You've all been convinced to paint the fence, to build the fences, to keep the walls up, and that you are the most important people in the world, because that's who does it. You are the leaders. That's fine and dandy if you like the way life is, with the majority sick, controlled, and unhappy. Yep. You are the leaders in the non-heart systems. Money-based controlled systems are hard to keep operating if you got people thinking with their heart. That's the conflict that's going on inside of the people that come to see me, because it's really hard to put down all your awards and your achievements when that's all you've ever focused on. But ultimately, they got to be put down, and you got to look at things from another perspective if you really want to connect your mind, body, and soul and be in unison and happily existing in this universe. You got to put down your rules and your regulations and your better than judgments. We're all amazing, creative, co-creating beings on this planet. Nobody's better than, and nobody is less than. When you get down to the essence of a being, there are no grade points. There's no red marker pens going, oh, nope, your soul's not good enough. 10 points off. It's not how it works. And believing in those systems is what makes you sick. If you want to know how to let them go and actually truly be happy, because happy is the real rich. And happiness is a sign of success. Success does not bring happiness. I know. You don't have an oil executive give you a $10,000 bonus check because he knew before he got to know you. No. I knew what he was missing. And I know what you're missing. Contact me if you need some help with this and you're ready to put down your characters, your masks, your roles, and get to your heart and your soul. Get over this dark night of the soul, because that's the battle that's going on. And it's time to move forward. Get out of that pit.